What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your boy DJ King A1, and we here. You know what I'm saying? This is the second No BS Allowed. I've been thinking to myself, should I or shouldn't I do this, or should I wait till the fall like I was supposed to? But a lot of people who I know, they said they liked the show that I did the first one. And I said, you know what? Fuck it. Let's do another one. First and foremost, before we talk about anything, and today's topic, I guess you could say, is 30 for 30. Uh, Coach Cal, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it like that, or it's Coach Calipari. I know I said I always fuck up people's names, so I do apologize if anybody know him and hear this and I mess up his name. So I'll just say Coach Cal. Keep it hun. Just keep it short and simple. You know what? I checked out the 30 for 30 just a minute ago. I actually had it on my direct TV for a good while since it came out on the 13th. And when I first seen the previews, I said to myself, yo, your boy wanted to definitely see this. And I said to myself, I'm gonna definitely check it out. And when I did, I was blown away. Like I was straight blown away. You know, I never knew, like, Coach Cal got so much flack, so much heat, especially with the UMass incident. And what was, I think it was, I forgot the other thing. Like I said, I watched this earlier. You know what I'm saying? I watched it earlier, but basically he got so much flack. And then the fact that, I think the thing that kills me is the fact with, like, Marcus Camby and the whole situation with Derrick Rose when he was in college, and the fact of the whole SAT test. Now, hopefully, people watch this. So if you haven't watched the 30 for 30, tune in after you watch it, because I'm going to be spilling the beans, people. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, um, the fact that, and it was kind of strange, the fact, especially the whole SAT thing with Derrick Rose, the fact that he lived in Chicago, he took it in Detroit, the whole situation of that, and then the whole Marcus Camby and getting gifts. And see, let me explain something to you. And I'm gonna go a little off curve because this is no BS allowed. So I gotta keep it 100 million% true in my opinion. My thing is this: college kids need to be paid something. You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna kick it out there, and I'm gonna be honest. And whoever in the NCAA, if y'all want to hate me, y'all can hate me. Hey, I never went to a major college, so you can't hate on your boy. You can hate on me, but you can't. My thing is this: you know why these students sit up here and deal with these slime balls, and they help with their mother's rent, they help with new sneakers on their feet, maybe a little bit of jewelry, maybe a car, like the whole LeBron situation in the car and the jerseys and stuff that he got back with. You got, well, here's a little bit different. He was in high school, but especially the whole Marcus Camby situation. You gotta understand something, ladies and gentlemen. These kids are in college. They the job that they get don't barely pay shit. Let's keep it 100. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It don't pay jack. It's not like they gonna sit up here and be going to college and be working at a Fortune 500. No, they're gonna be working at McDonald's, Burger King, maybe even the college courtyard. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. And I ain't trying to be funny. I understand the strive and the struggle. Cause my first year in college, even though I didn't like it, but it was hard. Like it was hard working the little bit of job that I had. Mind you, 18 years old, working the job that I had, barely making a little bit of money. And at the end of the day, I'm still eating ramen noodles and fucking pork hot dogs that I got from Save a Lot for what, 99 cents. So in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, we need to redirect this. We need to understand that nowadays these kids, they need necessities, and the jobs that they get ain't worth shit. Working at McDonald's, it may pay off maybe in the long run, but when you a college kid and you going to school and you sitting up here and you first off, you got to go to college, you got to go to school. That's number one. Number two, you got to sit up here and you got to make sure your courses is done. You got to make sure that at the end of the day that you do practice, especially if you're dealing with a sport. You got to make sure you at practice. You got to do these drills. You got to sit up here and fucking work a piece of shit job. You got to sit up here and worry about putting food in your belly and hydrating yourself. And I'm gonna keep it real with you. Ramen noodles and fucking, you know what I'm saying, hot dogs, pork 99-cent hot dogs, and maybe, a Gatorade or two is not gonna cut the game. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not mad at Marcus Camby for what the hell he did. See, NCAA and all these other franchises need to get their shit together. And they need to, if they even got to come up with some type of allowance when it comes to the students that's playing basketball or any other major sport that basically take up the time. See, my thing is this: if you sitting up here and your jersey, like the whole Chris Webber, let's go back a little. Chris Webber, when his jersey was popping and, the Black Sox was the thing, and, you know, I, hey, I'm not mad at the fact, that he might have sold a couple jerseys or shit like that to get some bread in his pocket. Because my thing is this: NCAA and all these other companies, they're getting major bucks from people buying their jersey. Mind you, they're going out there every day, playing their ass off. Every day they sitting up here, they going to school. They got to make sure they got a high GPA. They got to make sure they perform at their best on the court. You know what I'm saying? They wearing a jersey that somebody right now fucking cherishes, but at the end of the day, it don't mean shit because, they can't sell it. They can't sit up here and benefit from it. No, they can't. So you got these students out here that's gonna sit up here and unfortunately they're gonna talk to, the wrong fucking person. And that wrong person is gonna sit up here and, kinda give them that talk. The whole talk about, well, I help you with this. I help you get your sneakers, put some jewelry, put some money in your pocket, pay your mama's rent, light, gas, water bill, all that good. Maybe, have you some extra money for gas if you got a car. And all you do is when you go to the NBA, you pay me back. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, it's to me, it's crazy as hell. So when it comes to Coach Cal and watching the 30 for 30, it really opened up my eyes on a lot. They had the whole one and done program. And mind you, this is what the NBA did. Nobody else did this. The NBA did the one and done because they was tired of people. And unfortunately, I got to say this, I was tired of people, you know, coming straight out of high school and becoming the number one draft pick and making all this buku money. Like, unfortunately, I'm from Cleveland, so I got to put LeBron in the pot. Coming from high school and you know getting a $90 million contract, never even hit the fucking court, and then getting the contract from the Cavaliers. Just like I said, I understand the whole one and done program. But you can't get mad at Coach Kell because he made sure that all his students, no matter if they were the best or medium, he made sure that they made it to the fucking final. They made sure if they win or didn't, he made sure he got them to that promised land of walking on that fucking stage, shaking hands, and going out there and becoming an NBA superstar like DeMarcus Cousins. He made sure that he got on that stage, shook hands, and became a professional. John Wall, the list goes on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, you can't be upset. Now, yeah, I'm upset on how things like the whole, in my opinion, the whole Derrick Rose situation with the whole SAT and it was invalid. And like I said, if you haven't seen it, I'm spilling the beans. But I got to, because this is what the show is about, keeping it all the way 100, no BS allowed. I'm keeping it 100. So on that end, yeah, that was fucked up. That was shady. That was real crazy in the game, in my opinion, because you live in Chicago, born and raised, but you did your SATs in Detroit. That's a little shady. And the fact that they went on ahead and said, "Yo, we he was playing illegally. He wasn't supposed to be, in the on the court. I don't even think he was supposed to be in that school because his SATs was invalid. So what did he do? I'm surprised they even let him opt out, do the one and done, and then sit up here and go to the pros. Like, I'm surprised at that. But you know what? That's not for me to judge. You know what I'm saying? I may judge other things, but I can't judge that. It's about the NBA. If that's what the NBA wants to do, hey, then you see the product. Even though, in my defense, your boy Derrick Rose, he's a okay player in my book, but his bones and it's too fragile. He's too fragile. He's like he's like your grandmama. No, let's keep it real. He's like your great grandmother's china that has been passed to your grandmother, that's been passed to your mother, that's now been passed to you, and the first little thing you do, it'll crack and it's fragile. And that's what Derrick Rose is. He's like that china that's been passed down. Now I'm not saying he's been passed down. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying him and his injuries. But I don't want to get on that. That's not. I guess that's not the big picture. The big picture is this whole 30 for 30. It really opened up my eyes and it really made me look and see, what I'm saying, the whole big picture. You know what I'm saying? But let's talk about something different. Now, you know me, I got to get on my hip hop. And I got a new segment, man. I got a new segment for the No BS Allowed show, man. I got the Sucker Award. You know what I'm saying? The Sucker Award is very simple. It's very easy. If I feel like somebody is a sucker, you get the Sucker Award. Like, in my opinion, I already know who the first sucker is. That's just my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to talk about that in a little bit. Now, you know what? Let's talk about something that I know dealing with hip hop. T.I. Now, T.I. is going around. We already know, if you haven't seen the whole T.I. and Tiny show, I even got sucked into it, just keeping it real. But T.I. has actually said he believed Tupac Shakur, if he was alive today, that he would have been a politician. Now, I'm going to sit up here and I'm going to say it like this. Do I see Tupac being a politician? I don't see him being a politician, but I do see him being involved in the realms of being a politician. Like, I can see him, giving advice to up and coming African American politicians, or I can see him. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with you. I can see Pac, yeah, just mostly giving advice, doing interviews, and talking about politic issues. I could see him basically like this whole Trump situation and the whole him being a president. I could see Pac really talking heavy into that, but I can't see in my book. This is just me. This is just a kid. I cannot see myself saying to y'all, my viewers, that Pac is a politician, because you gotta understand, Pac main source, Pac main thing is music. I could see Pac, and we already knew, if you was a big Pac fan, we all knew Pac. When he was gonna leave Death Row, he was actually gonna come up with his own record label. You know what I'm saying? Amir, I always said Amir Shakur. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was supposed to be, or Amir Music. And I know I'm bad when it comes to names, so I do apologize to the Pac family. Like I said, that's just been one of my crutches. But we already know he was gonna have his own record label. Machiavelli was actually supposed to be his last CD from Death Row. He was gonna walk away. He was gonna take the rest of the ones that came out, and he like Better Days and stuff like that. That all was actually gonna be released on his own record label, and we all knew this from the letters and things that came up after he passed and everything. But like I said, I can't see Pac being like I said, I can't see Pac being a politician. Like I could see him talking about it. I could see him giving advice about it. I could see him being on the picket line of some things like that. I could see him voicing his opinion, about the whole presidential race. I could see all that, you know what I'm saying? But I really can't see him, with the suit on every day in an office being a politician. I can't see that. That's just my opinion. But look here, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to go ahead because I got a couple suckers I need to address. I got a couple, just two. That's it. So let's get right into that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go. Let's go.
We get Sap on the track. What you doing, sucker? Pick up somebody your own side, sucker. About this, sucker. Hey, sucker, you gonna pay. I'm a damage and sucker with this, sucker, 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 hey, sucker. You better watch what you're pushing.
Oh yeah. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, that's the newest thing that we got going on. It's the Sucker Awards, man. I'm loving it. First and foremost, if you want to know where that beat came from, it's from produced by SOB Productions, No Pills. You can check that out on YouTube right now as we speak. You know what I'm saying? But first and foremost, the first sucker, in my opinion, is Troy Ave. You know what I'm saying? I was about to say Troy Lane, but it's Troy Ave. Now, the reason I think Troy Ave is a sucker right now, you know what I'm saying? I don't know about his whole fan base because, you know, everything went down. But my thing is this: he actually said that he claimed to basically consider to have a deal with TDE deal. So basically, he's claiming that a deal, I guess, was supposed to go down, but it didn't, or he was about to go. Now, Joe Button, now if y'all checked out, and this is like one of my favorite things, ladies and gentlemen, is, on Complex. Definitely check out Complex Everyday Struggle with Joe Button and DJ Academics, man. That is like the funniest shit in the world. But my opinion is this: I cannot see TDE putting Troy Ave, you know what I'm saying, on the map like that. You got, like I said, you got Schoolboy Q, you got Kendrick Lamar, you know what I'm saying, you got others, you know what I'm saying. I mean, that's the major two players in the game, in my opinion. But I cannot see a Troy Ave being on TDE. I think, what I'm saying, it was all smoke and gun type thing. I think he was just talking like maybe he wanted, like, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna read something for you. It says Troy Ave fires lyric and shots at rap produce podcast. Sorry about that podcast. You know what I'm saying? A Dicker Joe Button. So he's firing at Joe Button on press spray. You know what I'm saying? While new Pac track finds the BSB rapper pondering a deal with TDE. Now, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, this is a whole rap lyrics. You know what I'm saying? It's not a guarantee that TDE was going to go ahead and shoot him a deal. It's like Troy Ave, when he first came out, he was fire. He was hot. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a bandwagon type rapper. I like my selected rap. I'm a 90s. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm an 80s baby. Grew up in the 90s. I love my 90s rap and R&B. I stick to it. But there's some today rappers that I kind of go out of the box and listen to. And in my opinion, Troy Ave is definitely not one of them. See, Troy Ave, and this is my opinion why I think Troy Ave would never be a TDE, you know what I'm saying, player in the game. Because my thing is this, he too messy right now. You know what I'm saying? He got all this shit going on about him being shot and everything, and the whole gun, him shooting off, and you see it on the video. And like I said, his last mixtape, he was sloppy. You know what I'm saying? And then on top of the game, you see the whole video of him and this lightweight a sex tape. Like I said, he's too messy. And in my opinion, TDE, they're like, and I'm just gonna keep it real. TDE is more like a death row, but without all of that, controversy when it comes to the whole, you know, Crips and blood and shooting and gang violence. It's like take out the gang violence, take out, the whole Crips and Bloods and them joining forces, and take the bulliness of Suge Knight out. You got TDE. TDE, in my opinion, is one of the cleanest, in my opinion, right now. Right now. And I know I'm probably gonna get some haters. But TDE right now, they one of the cleanest. You know what I'm saying? They got people from the West Coast. Cause at that time, West Coast, I still believe. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. East Coast, West Coast, they always, in my opinion, is gonna be jumping. No matter if, like right now, the East, they putting out shit, they doing their thing, but it's not as popular right now as the West because of TDE, because of Kendrick Lamar, because of Schoolboy Q and the rest of the crew. You know what I'm saying? It's like I can't see Troy Ave really being on that team. Like he's like the missing link. You know what I'm saying? He's that missing link that everybody, if he was in TDE, everybody would be like, why the fuck did they sign him? That's the message. Like, yeah, I could see him giving them quirky, what I'm saying, them quirky punchlines on a Kendrick Lamar album. You know what I'm saying? Or I could see on the Schoolboy Q or anybody else them punchlines that he do so well. But other than that, that's about it. I could see them collabing. I can't see him being signed. So in my opinion, for him to sit up here and claim that, even though there's nowhere that says that TDE was going to sign him, and your boy look. So he get a sucker award from me, man, because like I said, man, in my opinion, you know what I'm saying? I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? That's like me sitting up here. That's like me sitting up here having, and I'm really trying to think. Okay, that's like Drake. That's like OVO. That's like OVO and how their team is structured. How you got Drake and you got Party Next Door, and I really don't know. And it's like throwing in Troy Ave. Why would you like? You got Drake, who's the core. You got Party Next Door, that's slanging out those R&B smash, and then you have Troy Ave. Troy Ave is that, like for real. So that's why, like I said, I can't really see it happening. Maybe if it was in the beginning of his career and he was like popping and everybody was like hot on him, and I could see that. But now, nah, I can't see that. I cannot see that. So he gets, what I'm saying, what he gets?
Who you calling ugly, sucker?
He get a sucker award, man. You know what I'm saying? He get the sucker award. Cause like I said, you know what I'm saying? I can't see that. You know what I'm saying? Another sucker award. And I wasn't gonna give this out to him, you know what I'm saying, but I got to. And that's the whole situation with Drake. Now, if y'all been underneath a rock, you know what I'm saying? A woman breaks into Drake's home and steal beverages. So it's not Drake that get the sucker award. It's this young lady. My thing is this: you break into this man's home. You know what I'm saying? You break into his home, and the only thing you do is you steal a beverage. Like why? Like I said, you really can't play on that more. But at the end of the day, she definitely gets that sucker award because, like I said, she breaks into his house, steal a beverage. That's about it. You know what I'm saying? Also, Charlemagne the God. Charlemagne the God, you know what I'm saying? And I didn't want to talk about this, but I guess I am. Charlemagne, and this is the end. Let me end the whole Sucker Award thing. I already gave them out, did my thing. Like I said, this is something new. We just trying it out right quick. But before we get up on out of here, you know what I'm saying? I want to talk about a couple more things. And right now, I want to talk about, and if you've been underneath a rock and you didn't watch The Breakfast Club, Charlemagne the God actually called Little Yachty the poster child of four whack rappers. The funniest shit in the world to me is the fact that Charlemagne, like, okay, okay, let me stop right here because, like I said, I'm one of those to where I hate mumble rap. I hate that shit. Because my thing is this: I can't hear you. I don't know what you're saying. Half of the shit I do, half of the shit I don't. That's the reason why, and I know I'm gonna get some flack for whoever checks this out. I listen to, you know what I'm saying, a lot of people. And another person I lightweight don't fuck with is Future. Now, Future, he has some good songs, he has some good hooks, and some good punchlines, stuff like that sometimes. But the whole situation with this whole mumble rapping, it's crazy. It's like, Little Uzi Vert. Sorry, I'm fucking up people's name today. Little Uzi Vert. You know what I'm saying? Little Yachty, and it's a million others out there. It's like that mumble rapping, it to me it's like it's retarded, especially when you're trying to play it in your car and you really trying to understand what the hell they saying. Maybe I'm biased because, like I said, I grew up in the 90s, and every rapper I knew, you understood every damn thing they said. The only people you didn't understand was Twister and Bone Thugs and Harmony. That's majorly the only two you did, but you didn't understand. But that was because they was rapping fast. But everybody else, you understood. If you checked out Pac, you understood. Biggie, you understood. Stood. Outkast, you understood. You know what I'm saying? If you went on ahead and checked out Nelly, you understood. It's like these, like I said, thank God for Kendrick. Thank God for J. Cole. And at first, I didn't like J. Cole, but thank God for J. Cole. Thank God for Drake. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for all the ones that take out the time and actually rap, and actually you can hear them and you can understand clearly what they talking about. If they talking about somebody, you understands it. It's like I said, it's one of the funniest shit in the world that Charlemagne the God set up here and called him the poster child, for whack rappers. And I'm surprised that Little Yachty ain't try to beat his ass or try to fight him. Like, that's the shit. Like I said, if y'all take the time out, definitely take the time out, check out the Breakfast Club, the latest Breakfast Club with Little Yachty on there, and just check it out, man. It's hilarious to me. Like, that is something that, Charlemagne the God, he says a lot of stupid shit. And if you've ever, checked him out, listened to him on radio, he says a lot of stupid shit. But this one, I give him a golden award for. I give him the best award in the world because, yes, when you can't only thing I understood this fool said was about boat. I don't understand shit else he's saying, and like I said, man, big up Charlemagne the God. I know he ain't probably gonna hear this, but big up to Charlemagne the God just for keeping it 100 and not being the bitch like others are, and not calling it as it is and saying he's a mumble rapper because he is a mumble rapper. Oh yeah, and big ups to Chance the rapper. You know what I'm saying? Cause you can hear him too, and also he had a birthday. You know what I'm saying? So happy belated birthday, Chance the rapper. Just had to put it out there. Last but not least, before we get up on out of here, before I go ahead cut the studio down. I wanna give y'all a little focus on somebody, and this is T.I.'s son, Damani. Now, Damani Harris. Now, I checked out his latest CD. I actually previewed it. I previewed a couple cuts off of there, and tell me if he does not sound like a younger version of Andre 3000. Like this kid, just because he's T.I.'s son, I'm gonna keep it real. This dude has a future. Well, yeah, he's still a kid, so he has a future. You know what I'm saying? And and this is just my opinion, if he keep going the way he's going, and if he sit up here and not ask for the help like he's not doing, and I commend him for that. You know what I'm saying? Like Diggy Simmons, I commended him for not asking his pops, to get him in the game and stuff like that. But JoJo, he kind of did, so whack to me. But I love the fact when you have a rap icon and they kids grow up and they get in the game, and instead of asking for help, they sit up here and they say, you know what, I'm gonna do it myself, and if I fall on my butt, then I might ask you. But if not, I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. And the fact that, you know what I'm saying, he's doing it on his own, I commend him. Like I commend everything that he's doing. I've checked out his project. I'm gonna have his project up on Facebook. If you want to check your boy out, you can check me out on my DJ King A1 Facebook, and it's very simple, very easy. It's just DJ King A1, or is facebook.com Z427.0. Definitely check that out. Like I said, man, Damani, I don't know him. Like I'm getting in the game, man. I'm new to this whole game when it comes to kids not at like another one, Romeo. He didn't ask for help with his father. He did his own thing. Like I said, this generation, and you got some bullshit people. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you got people like Damani that came from, if you really think about it, hip hop royalty. You know what I'm saying? You got a stepmom that was an escape. You have a father who's still in the rap game and is still a factor, still pop off, even though he got flack for the whole Tupac thing from the hip hop, not from the hip hop, from the Hall of Fame, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame award show. But still, he's still a factor. T.I. is still a factor. He still pulls in arenas and he still does what the fuck he do. You know what I'm saying? And the fact that T.I.'s son, Damani Harris, sat up here and said, I'm going to do this on my own. And if I need your help, I'll holler at you. Because he actually said that on interview that he did. I like that in him. You know what I'm saying? That's what I call a professional person who has a father or a mother who's in the game of the same game that he's in, and instead of him being like that snot nosed kid that I hate, and I really can't. I'm trying to really think of someone who, yeah, like I said, JoJo on Run's house. I think he asked his father when he had his group to help him get a record deal at first, and I felt that was a sucker move. You know what I'm saying? Like if I was if I got to the point where I was a big radio personnel and I had a son, and my son say, "Okay, I want to be a big radio personnel," and he asked me to get in the door, I would say, "Hell no." I would say, "You gotta be like me. You gotta work hard, and you gotta do it yourself, and you gotta get in the game yourself, like I did." So Big ups, big thumbs up, everything in the world, man. Straight up salute to Damani Harris for basically doing his own thing. And the fact that you sound like Andre 3000, it befuddles me. Like I'm tripped out about it because if you really listen to the whole CD, it's crazy how he sounds like Andre 3000. He sounds like a younger version of Andre 3000. That kills me to this day. Like the reason I check out his CD is because I listen to it and I say, "Wow, Andre 3000 in his soul." You know what I'm saying? So basically, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, before I get up on out of here, this summer it is going down. Your boy is back. The DJ King A1 show is back this summer. You could definitely check it out here on Spreaker Radio. The best part about it is we're gonna have interviews and stuff like that from the superstars and all that's in Ohio and in Cleveland. See, like I said, ladies and gentlemen, before I get up on out of here, a lot of people they don't really represent the people in their state and in their city when it comes to the rap game, R&B, pop, jazz, whatever, even having your own business. It's funny how when it comes to my record label, I mean not my record, I'm sorry. When it comes to my radio station in my town, both of them at Z107.9 and 93 FM, you know, if they would have had something like like anything when it came to everyday, just supporting and showing the local artists some love, I would be satisfied. But since they don't really, I gotta go ahead and do my thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like my thing is this: why do they gotta wait until they like big and famous and known to really start spinning their music? You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why I love what I'm doing right now. That's why, like I said, this summer I will keep y'all up to date. I will let y'all know when the date are that I'm going to start the show. Like I said, interviews. We're gonna try to definitely have Ohio artists, music. Also Cleveland, my hometown music from the Clevelanders. And the best part about it is, if you want to shoot me your music, it's for free. You don't have to sit up here and pay me any money. All you need to do is shoot me, like I said, your music or your business information. And on my show, I put it out there for the free. If you want to hit your boy up for more information, Richard Anderson 427 at gmail.com. That's all you got to do. Hit your boy up. Type me some on the email, and we'll go from there. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank everybody and anybody who has or will check this out. Like I said, with this whole no BS allowed, like I said, I'm really just trying to do my thing, man. I'm just trying to give, people the opportunity to really, say what they want and, just not be afraid of it. It's like I hate that when it comes to our radio station, sometimes you really can't say what you want or when you want. Like I said, I want to thank everybody who, what I'm saying, just took out the time. And I keep saying this because, like I said, it's about the people. It's about the ones that check this out and take out their time to listen to what I'm talking about. Because they don't have to. Y'all don't have to. But I appreciate whoever it is. I appreciate y'all straight up. Like I said, once again, uh, DJ King A1 show coming this summer. Also, Complex, man. Check out Complex Everyday Struggle. You know what I'm saying? You can check out all the old episodes on, of course, YouTube. And it's Joe. I'm Joe. Sorry, sorry about that, y'all. Having issue trouble, but Joe Button and DJ Academics. Once again, y'all, I'll holler at y'all because it's messing up.